Justin.
And I'm Alice.
We're starting a YouTube channel called Parks and Relaxation. Basically, we do nothing but adventure on all of our free time, and we document it anyway in photos, and our favorite things to do with our kids is look at all the cool stuff we've done, and I'd rather document it in person with an actual video. And also, we find that people enjoy watching people adventure, so why not?
Yeah.
I'm at an intersection and I'm probably gonna get hit because all these people are sitting here for some reason, all looking at each other instead of doing something. Anyways.
So, Parks and Relaxation is kind of trying to encompass our love for not only like national parks, but amusement parks as well, and anything in between, because it's just fun to adventure and see as much as you can.
To put it into perspective of what we've done so far, I myself have been to 47 of the states that are included in the United States, and in the last 5 years, I think the kids and you have knocked off probably 25 or 30 of them.
Probably pretty close, yeah. I haven't counted.
We last year did our first cross-country trip. We waited till the kids are old enough to appreciate it.
Or hopefully appreciate it.
We ask them, of all the things we've done, what's your favorite thing? And both of them say our cross-country trip. So I think that it worked.
I think it was a success.
Yeah, they were 9 and 11 at the time. At recording this, they're 10 and 12. So, you know, getting there. Getting to be big kids. And with that, we, on our last trip to Disney World only a few months ago, tried sleeping in this car to save money and try to get to the park faster with our work schedule, so we had as much time at the park as possible. And we decided doing it in a car is hard. Our cross-country trip, we stayed in hotels the whole time, and we are, what is it Marriott or?
We're Hilton members. We're Diamond members.
So,
we stayed so many places doing our cross-country trip, it bumped us right up to Diamond.
Yeah,
so.
we're not that fancy normally, but apparently if you stay like 20 nights, you're instantly you get your own parking spot. It's great.
That's right. It became so much work, though, to go across country, and we did it pretty quickly. We were on the move a lot to get as much in and see as much as we could. And we were lugging all of our stuff into hotels and then yanking it back out first thing in the morning, and it just became really tiresome really quickly trying to keep up with our schedule that we were doing, staying somewhere new every day.
Yeah, and we did. That was 21 days, I think it was over 12,000 miles. And what's crazy about it is we spent 5 days in one spot alone, so all the rest of that time we were hustling. And about halfway through the day, when you're traveling, you're all of a sudden thinking, where am I going to stay? They're going to have room in the hotel. All this, where if we had done it in an RV or brought an RV, brought a camper, did something, it would have alleviated some of that, because you just boondock wherever you can find a rest area, where a Walmart, whatever, and save money. On top of having a place to stay that's more comfortable than this van, which this is a nice van. It's a 2017 Pacifica, and it has every option you could get at the time, and it's great, but there's only so much room in a van.
Especially with luggage.
Yeah, by the time I couldn't see out that back window, where I guess point that direction. Yeah, it was crazy. We could have this does have roof racks. We could do that, but I just, like she said, it's a pain in the butt trying to take down luggage all the time. So, anyways, our next adventure. What are we doing? What's the whole point of this?
We want to try to buy a Class C. We have one picked out. We'd like to go cross country in that instead.
We discussed, are we going to do a travel trailer? Are we going to get a Class A motorhome? Are we going to get a van and a pop-up? What's the best way to do this? And we also have to take into consideration that some of our best friends that I'm sure you'll see in these videos.
Oh, absolutely.
We run it like this. If you pitch in gas, I'll figure out the adventure. So they come, and that's fun because we have lots of memories with friends that a lot of people don't get. With that, I had to consider, where am I going to put all these people? I can bring 7, 8, 9 people with me cross country, and this technically kind of...
Seat 7.
You can shove them in there, but that's not, one, safe or...
Legally, we seat 7.
or effective. So the next step was, what about a 15-person van with a small camper behind it? which in theory, yeah, I can get a van cheap, yeah, I can get a pop-up cheap, but one is...
It was going to be the same thing, though, as lugging stuff into the hotel. You're going to be stopping and putting up the pop-up tent and putting out the beds and setting up every single thing every single night.
Yep.
And we decided that that would just be way too much work.
And how comfortable is a commercial van with probably 150,000 miles on it and a...
It'd be like riding in a school bus across country.
And a base model pop-up. Like the cheapest thing you can get. Where we slowly ruled that out, and then we thought about an actual travel trailer. We already have a newer, nice truck I could tow it with, but I like using that truck for our business and plowing and keeping it nice, not putting tons of miles on it. We eventually came to the idea that we're just going to get a Class C motorhome because we've always wanted a Class C motorhome. And there's a perfect excuse to get it. Honestly.
It's nice too, because you might be sitting for a long period of time driving across country and need to stretch, and you can stand up and you can move around and you can grab a drink out of the fridge, and it's not a big deal.
And there's lots of times where I don't care how good your family is about it, but you leave the gas station and then 10 minutes later one of the kids has to go to the bathroom, which I don't get mad about it or anything. Like, it's fine. It's just it eats up time when you're traveling. If I could just be like, just go pee in the bathroom, it'd save us a lot of time.
Yeah.
Basically, we have gone across the state, spending countless hours looking at them,
searching online so much that I am like going crazy at this point.
Yep.
Trying to find just the right layout or exactly what we want. And we've looked at them and test driven them, and
yeah, the process started again with, oh, what's the cheapest? And we thought, okay, the first one we went and looked at recently was a 2014, but that was after we had researched a 2006, and then progressively we were just getting newer and newer and newer. Basically, by the time you weigh out what damages it already has, what drivetrain is in it, how many miles are on it, how much is it worth, and what's the cost to insure, there's a sweet spot basically between like 2015 and 19. And with everything going on in the world with the COVID-19, which we're in the middle of, if you look back at this, the campers that generally price from like $80,000 to $120,000 are half price. And I can't pass up an opportunity to buy a very nice Class C motorhome for the cost of a like mid-level fifth wheel. I can't. It also gets rid of the fact that you have to tow with a truck and tow the camper, so to me it's easier to drive. I'm used to driving big vehicles for our business. 40-50 foot behind me is not an issue, so 30 foot is nothing. I have no worries about that. I've already test driven them. I haven't hit anything yet, so
knock on wood.
We'll see. You'll see it if we do. Anyways, that's kind of the gist of what we're getting at. Hopefully we will have fun doing this and we'll have lots of cool content.
Yeah, so we thought we want to document it for ourselves, but why not bring you along?
Yep. Doing the research in the Class Cs, we've watched so many YouTube videos, and we've noticed that it's an older demographic that's able to do this. I'm hoping that more and more younger people are able to go adventure. Like, we love playing video games with the kids and all that stuff, but there's way better things in the world than being cooped up all the time. So let's go do it.
And there's things that we want to take them to see before you can't anymore, because you just never know with something. So
yep. Like just recently, Centralia, Pennsylvania, a cool place that anybody could go to. They recently just dug it all up so you can't go down the graffiti highway, and things fall down and get destroyed by natural disasters, all sorts of things. So one of the redwood trees we wanted to go through had been recently fall down. Yep. So you got to get out and go do stuff now. And our kids,
wait.
Yep.
Why wait?
And our kids learn more about it than they do at school, honestly. Because recently we were talking to them, we said, who's Paul Revere? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, do you even know who George Washington is? And was he a general? And they're like, yeah, we learned all that when we were with you guys. I'm like, wait.
Thank you, Disney World.
Yeah, Disney World taught you more about George Washington than school did. But either way, that's what we're doing. See ya.
I think.
Nope. Anyways, This is the very first video we made, and we're super awkward and don't know what we're doing. That was weird.